Hi Megan, happy National Coming Out Day, hooray! So I wanted to talk a little bit about something that's been really troubling me, like for a while. And I'm going to apologize in advance because I know that you love the band that this person is from, but I just want to acknowledge the fact that John Lennon was a fucking asshole. And nobody else in the world wants to admit it. So here's the thing. So, you know how Yoko Ono gets all this shit about breaking up the Beatles? In actuality, and a lot of people are aware of this but don't really talk about it, John Lennon was really abusive to her. Not only physically, but he actually forced her to accompany him to Beatles practice because he thought if he left her alone, she would leave him, and he even made her go to the bathroom with him. It was really, really bad and really not her fault. And you can think whatever you want about her music or whatever, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't like her music either. But, you can't blame her for this. And everyone does. And this isn't, I'm sure, I mean, this isn't like a secret. A lot of people know. A lot of people at least have heard that about this before, but a lot of people choose not to think about it. And it just kind of reminds me, do you remember back when the Chris Brown incident first happened, where he was beating Rihanna, and a lot of people, a lot of sane people were like, oh, that's terrible, what the fuck. But I don't know if you recall this, a lot of girls our age, were really quick to jump to his defense. And there were all these rumors about why he did it and how she deserved it. One of my friends tried to tell me that she actually hit him first. And I'm like, she's tiny. You've seen Rihanna and you've seen Chris Brown. She's teeny tiny and he's big and strong and buff. And plus look at her injuries. Goddamn. But people were so quick to defend him because he was sexy. That was the main thing. I had a lot of girls be like, but he's so sexy, there's no way. Well, they phrased it a little differently, but essentially the essence of it was, he's hot, he's my celebrity crush, I don't want to admit that he's a terrible person. But he was. And same with John Lennon. He's kind of worshipped by a lot of people I know. A lot of musician boys are obsessed with him. There are a lot of Beatles fans out there, and the rest of the Beatles are perfectly, I'm cool with those guys. Paul McCartney, George Harrison. Ringo Starr was kind of a dick, but he was, nowhere near as bad as John Lennon. But the other two were great. And, God, it's been bothering me. The more I think about it, the more upset I get about it. We're so willing to just forgive this guy's flaws because we like his music. And I guess it goes back to our unwillingness to admit that a person who's talented isn't necessarily, a good person. Just kind of how sometimes, just because someone's good looking doesn't mean they're a good person, but we're not aware of that. Or just because someone's good looking doesn't mean they're a bad person. It goes both ways. It really does. So, I don't know, give me some of your input on this. And if you don't know much about this, just look into it. There's a lot of evidence out there to support John Lennon he did a lot of other terrible things. He was, an anti-Semite, and, just Google John Lennon terrible person, and you'll probably come up with something. But the main thing that's bothering me is the Yoko Ono thing, because she's blamed for it. She's the victim, and people attack her. That makes me so sad. You don't even know. Every time I see someone talking shit about Yoko Ono, I'm gonna be the first one to say, shut your whore mouth, you don't know what you're saying. So, I just haven't made a video for a little while, and I thought I'd talk about this since this has been preoccupying my mind lately. Again, happy National Coming Out Day, Megan. Have a lovely day. Bye!